Alright, hello and welcome back to another episode of Drawing with Mr. Byrne. Today we're going to look at drawing a simple Easter bunny. I'm going to start off with a fairly large oval shape for its head. And don't worry if it's not a perfect oval. And if it turns out more like a square potato shape, that's quite alright. For his body, it's like an upside down U shape that goes through the head. One way we can do that is I can have sort of a stretched out sort of C shape here for his back, and a fairly similar one for the front. And a little smile shape here at the bottom of his body. There we go. The ears and two nice tall U shapes. There we go. I'll try to make the top of the ears a little bit wider than the bottom here, where it meets the head. And little circles, or even little ovals for the eyes. I'm going to put them off to the side a little bit, so if he's turned, you can do a circle, or I mean, a little downwards shaped triangle. It's a little rounded, but you can do an oval if you'd like. I've colored mine in dark, but if you want to leave yours and color it in pink afterwards, go for it. Have a nice smile on my rabbit. Alright, if you want to put little buck teeth in, you can. A little line here from the nose down to the mouth. I find that's pretty helpful. For the legs, I'm going to use sort of a modified number 2 shape. The first part of number 2, and then down here, and just touch right down. That's a really easy way we can get away with drawing animals that are sitting down. One arm, I'm going to have a U shape on its side. And if you can manage to have the top right here a little wider and it gets a little bit narrower, I think that looks pretty cool myself. It makes it look like a little less robotic, a little less stiff. For his basket, we'll start with a nice giant U shape as well. And we'll top to the basket. For the handle, it's slightly smaller. And I'm going to make it a little bit thicker as well. I think that looks pretty good like that. I have another U shape coming out. His other paw hanging onto it. And I'm not going to worry about his paw wrapping around. We'll just leave it like that for today. I think that looks fine. Alright, some people like to put a little pattern in the basket. You can do that if you'd like. Maybe for some vertical lines or horizontal lines or whatever you'd like. You can leave it plain. It's up to you. Put little tops of some eggs there. If you'd like, you've got some there. Could have put a few little lines on either side up and down there to show there's some grass. Put an extra little few backwards C shapes for his toes. If you want, and you have the space to put in the inside of an ear, go for it. And although technically it's probably turned away, if you want to put it in this one as well, that's quite alright. Some people like how that looks. If you do, go for it. If you don't, then no bother. Some eyebrows if you want. And lastly, once I'm all done, if there's any lines you don't need, get rid of them. You can erase them. I'm going to take a moment just to outline everything. I think that really does make everything look really quite finished. Whenever I'm doing this outlining, I'm trying to keep my lines as long as possible. that. You could choose to outline on the inside as well, which you can. I just try to make them maybe not quite as thick. If they do, well, then go over on the ones on the outside. It's incredible how thick you can actually make these and still have it work. I just think that's quite an incredible little technique that I didn't learn until much later on. So if I can pass that one along to you and have it be useful, that would be great. And there you go. And if I put a little sort of first line up. Totally forgot. He forgot his tail. There's lots of tail designs. You can have a circle or a little small cloud. I think I'm just going to keep with a C shape today, but if you want to put something else in, go for it. All right. Well done. Hope you had some fun drawing this sort of relatively simple little Easter bunny. All right. Well, take care. And as always, keep practicing.